Our production companies are opening scene conventions as they'll be shown at the start of our thriller. In the beginning, we use 3 establishing shots. This creates suspense and a sense of danger as they're all abandoned. It is also a common coded convention of a thriller, also letting the audience know where the action will take place. We use running footsteps to show that she's trying to escape, and stairs are a common coded convention of a thriller as they create a feeling of being trapped. By using a close-up of the feet hides the identity of the person running. This raises questions about the narrative, such as who is she, why is she running and what from. We also use Foley sounds for footsteps just to show how fast she's running and that she's trying to get away. We got our inspiration from this scene in Board Identity,
as you see him running up the stairs.
The point of view shot is important because it indicates what the character is seeing and also shows what their actions will be and what they will do next. We got our inspiration of having a bag from the Bourne Identity because it is a common coded convention of a thriller. This sets up the narrative and lets the audience wonder what is in the bag, creating questions. This is a common coded convention of a thriller. We use this thing when we first see our villain. This creates a dramatic feel. Also, we used white masks to use the coded convention of hiding identity. We got our inspiration from the thriller Setup and The Dark Knight. We used an over-the-shoulder shot to show that our villains are targeting our main character. We also wanted her to be a female lead, as it challenges the coded conventions of a thriller, as they are usually a male role. We got our inspiration from Kill Bill, as she is a strong and independent woman taking part in a lot of action. By using a flow shot, it was very effective to show how powerful and dominant our villain is. We got our inspiration from V for Vendetta, as he is also a dominant villain. As you can see from both shots, that the villain is surrounded by shadows, showing that they are evil. Also, with the bright light shining behind them, it shows how confident they are. In this scene, we use Foley sounds of heartbeat and breathing. This creates tension for the audience as everything is slowed down and the heartbeat keeps the audience waiting. The build-up of the nervousness of the character leads to the shot of the villain holding a gun. A gun's a very effective way of showing danger and a common convention of a thriller. By slowing down the footage and using the Foley sound of a gunshot, this makes the scene a lot more dramatic for the audience, as it shows that the character has been seriously injured. Here we see a point of view shot of the villain to show the audience that he's after the bag and not the main character. This shows the audience that how important the bag is. This also creates suspense because the audience do not know what is inside the bag. We used an effect here to show the point of view of the main character. It tells the audience that she is still alive yet very injured. This also sets up the narrative and creates the set for the rest of the film. By using an over-the-shoulder shot, we can see the villain going through the main character's bag. This reveals things such as passports and FBI agent badge. These are very common code and conventions of thrillers. This also tells us about the main character and who she is, sets up the narrative for the rest of the film.